life, let me take you for a ride. Oh. Shalum Myshpaka, welcome to the truth. Words are weapons, words are spells, let me show you proof. I grew up learning, earn a living, but unearn those ashes cold. Understand they told me, but I'd rather overstand the stole. Television, telling visions, programming every day. Channels channeling your spirit, stealing what you say. Weaken meant to weaken you, break your baroque down. But Proverbs says the tongue speaks life or death to everyone around. Don't believe me? Fact check me, it's 18 verse 21. We the assembly read a Bible, we don't just read for fun. Let's go! Time to wake up from the spell. They say good morning, but it's morning for your soul. Breakfast means to break your fast, but who's in control? Pharmacy from pharmakia, that's witchcraft in disguise. Medicine means to meditate on the corporate lies. Government means mind control. In Latin, check the root. Democracy means demon rule. That's the bitter fruit. Don't believe me? Fact check me. Research every word. We the assembly seek the truth, not what we've always heard. Words are spells. Watch your mouth and heart. Barak Yahuwah, let his blessing start. Bell Hagel, hail to the Father, Aki, join the song. Rumamu Yahuwah, lift his name all day long. They chop and screw his message, call it manifest your dreams. Take the truth and slow it down until you can't hear what it means. Television, tell you vision, speaking pictures in the minds. Programming you daily, keep you on their lines. But we parallel to the most. I speak barakas over pain. We believe in unseen things, so our words ain't in vain. Don't believe me? Fact check me. Read James 3 chapter 2. Tongues of fire, tongues of rudder, steer it right and carry through. Can I get Barak Yahuwah in the comments, please? Hello means hello. Keep your greeting clean. Goodbye means God be with you, but which God do you mean? Awesome used to mean fear of the Most High's power. Now they use it for pizza, cheaping in every hour. Luck comes from Lucifer, there's no such thing as chance. Yahuwah orders every step in his perfect dance. Don't believe me? Fact check me. Etymology don't lie. We the assembly dig for truth beneath the surface high. In the beginning he said, oh, light broke darkness wide. He spoke and all creation sang. His breath became our God. He made us in his image, so our words create or break. We the assembly choose Barak. We choose to bless, not take. Scripture break. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Proverbs 18 verse 21. Every word you speak plants a seed in time. Choose your words like Yahuwah. Make your language shine. Words are spells. Watch your mouth and heart. Guard your Barak Yahuwah. Let his blessing start. Hail to the Father. Aki, join the song. Sing Rumu Yahuwah. Lift his name all day long. Can I get Ruamu Yahuwah in the comments, please? Spelling teaches children how to cast their words. Cursive writing flows like poison from the herds. Grammar comes from grimoire, that's a spell book friend. Vocabulary holds the keys to how your thoughts will bend. Schools are fool systems, programming young minds, teaching them to follow instead of truth that shines. Don't believe me? Fact check me. Research every term. We the assembly teach our kids so their spirits burn. Words are spells, but we know the game. Barak Yahuwah, we speak in his name. Hail to the Father, truth will set us free. Rumamu Yahuwah for all eternity. So tell a new vision if you must, but speak the truth you know. Weekend ain't weekend if you Barak before you go. Words are spells, my brother. This much I can tell. We the assembly stand together, speaking life as well. All esteem to our creator for revealing hidden truth. Shalum Myshpaka, may his words renew your youth. Let's go!
Shabbat Shalum Myshpaka. Shabbat Shalom. Man, I had to go back to the oldies but goodies. The oldies but goodies. Believe it or not, what's crazy is these songs are still fresh new songs. I mean, as the new Myshpaka come in, they're like, yo, y'all got music? Yeah, we got music. Myshpaka, this is just the community lobby. We're just coming to hang out. Shabbat Shalom again. I'll be hitting, as Shaquille would call it, the premium, the chauffeur, when we get the scripture study started. We will be getting started around 2 o'clock. This is just a pregame lobby where we just kind of kick it, hang out. We tag the Myshpaka. Myshpaka means family for all the new family. Myshpaka share the live, just vibe out, crack jokes, pick on me, whatever, so whatever's clever. With that being said, we gonna stay back in the old school genre a little bit. As a matter of fact, hold up, wait. Can I get hold on, I gotta do this right. We just listened to the country version, right? Can I get remix in the comments, please?
Words carry spirit. They travel, they build and destroy. If you speak reckless, you reap reckless. You've been warned. Grandmama said words shape rooms. Say it long enough, it blooms. Same phrase live, same phrase bruise. Same sins make peace or feud. Television. Say it daily repetition. Soon a thought feels self-made, but you bought every position. They call it just talk, just slang, but language train the brain. You speak it loose, then live it tight, and wonder why the days feel changed.
You don't just speak the word, you agree with it.
What you say when nobody listening, still listening to you.
Words are spells, they settle in. Build a cage or break it thin. What you speak, you learn to dwell. Choose them slow. Words are spells, they mark the way. Plant the night or shape the day. Blessing, burden, wish, farewell. You don't just talk, words are spells.
Proverbs 18 verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. They that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
You always eat what you grow.
They say it till it happens,
but never ask who gave the breath.
Manifest without the source.
Just decorate another death.
Every promise need a root.
Every word carry a spirit.
You don't believe in unseen things,
but your whole life moved by it. Not every phrase is harmless, not every joke is light. Some seeds don't sprout till later, but they was planted right.
So watch the greed and watch the tone. Watch what you repeat at home. You train your heart with every sound, long before it's overgrown. Say it careless,
live it heavy.
Say it faithful,
walk it steady. Words are spells, they settle in. Build a cage or break it thin. What you speak, you learn to dwell. Choose them slow. Words are spells, they mark the way. Plant the night or shape the day. Blessing, burden, wish, farewell. You don't just talk, words are spells.
Not every silence is peace.
Not every silence is peace.
Not every volume is true.
Not every word needs truth.
Not every word needs saying.
But every word trains you.
What you curse still hear you.
What you buy right can heal you.
Mouth set direction, steps follow intention.
If this made you think before you speak,
drop by Yahweh.
If this made you slow what you repeat,
drop Rumamu Yahweh.
We don't rush our language, we choose it. Words are spells, they settle in. Build a cage or break it thin. What you speak, you learn to dwell. Choose them bird and wish farewell. You don't just talk, words are spelled.
Check the fruit,
Let the vibe,
not the vibe. Check the fruit,
let the vibe,
not the vibe. Check the fruit,
not the vibe,
not the vibe. Righteous room,
not the way. Words are spoken.
check the fruit. But oh, Yahweh, wounds were deep, my spirit torn, chains of darkness since the day I was born. But Yahweh found me where I lay. He whispered hope and showed the way. Through shadows dark and valleys low, His covenant love began to grow. No weapon formed can hold me down. His redemption is my healing crown. Ooh, Yahweh. Ooh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Hands open wide, heart learns to sing. He breaks the night and bursts the spring. Yahuwah's mercy, how sweet the sound. He reached my chains and pulled me out. I once was lost, now truth I see. Yahusha came and set me free. Can I get room, Mamu, Yahuwah in the comments, please? I walked in fear, but He drew near. He wiped my eyes and stilled the fear. Hosea 6:6, He taught my heart. Mercy, not just sacred parts. Psalm 103, east from west. He lifts my dust and gives me rest. Lamentations 3:22-23. New mercies rise and carry me. The shame I wore, He tore into. He wrote my name and called me new. Yahuwah's mercy, how deep and true. It holds my life and makes me new. I once was blind to who I am. Now I belong to the great I am. Drop Barak Yahuwah in the chat. The lies I learned began to fall. His living word rebuilt it all. He found the child the pain had hid. He healed the wound, untied the lid. He tuned my breath in a ruach's wind. He taught my soul to trust again. From ashes cold to glowing flame, He wrapped me in His sacred name. Mercy flowing over me, we testify. Truth has opened captives free, we testify. Yahuwah's promise evermore, we testify. Mercy like a river wide, wash and clean the heart I hide. No longer a slave, I stand restored by covenant faith, by Kodesh word. Hear the truth, verify the promise, we testify. I drop the shame, I drop the fear. Your faithful love keeps drawing near. Rumamu Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah, let's go. Every
chain fall down now. Every lie fade out now. By the name, by the blood, as in Exodus 34:6. Compassion strong, your mercy sticks. As in Micah 7:18. You cast our sins when none are seen. As in Isaiah 54:17. No weapon wins, your peace is leaving. We the assembly rise as one. Mothers, fathers, daughters, sons. Hands to the hurt, bread to the poor. Songs in the night, hope at the door. We mend the streets, we bless the land. We lift the broken by the hand. Your covenant love becomes our way. We walk in light of mercy's day. Yahuwah's mercy, how deep and true, transforming me, making all things new. From brokenness to freedom song, in Yahushua I now belong. Yahuwah's mercy, forever strong. It is my theme, my endless song. Mercy on mercy, grace upon grace. Light in the valley, shine on my face. Mercy on mercy, grace upon grace. We the assembly sing your praise. Do not just take my word today. Open Hosea, read and pray. Scripture speaks, open your heart. Let mercy in and make a start. Hosea 6:6, Psalm 103, Lamentations 3:22-23. Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah.
Yo, that song, man, that was like one of the first songs that I tested that had more slower melody, more singing. Oh man, I was so happy with the turnout with it. I was really pleased with it. And I see that a lot of you get a lot of value from it as well. So I'm really happy about that as well. Myshpaka, we're gonna play one more song, just one more. No. We're gonna play a few more. I looked at the time wrong. we got another 12 minutes, Maryland. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna do this one for Maryland, because if I don't play this one, she gonna flip out on me in the background. Yeah, I'm just playing. Maryland is really not that cray. Robin is, but not Maryland. I'm just playing Robin. I just play it. You know what? Hold up. Let's go. Here we go.
They honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Matthew 15, verse 8 and 9.
Yeah, they teaching rules a man again. Yeah, they teaching rules a man again. Yeah, we came to turn the light back on. Yahoo, Sharu, Mamu, Yahuwah, let's go. Yeah, I see him quoting feeling.
Yo. I'm gonna try something. Y'all don't laugh at me, but I haven't done this since I was a child. So
It's not command, turning truth into a brand, selling grace with dirty hands, calling freedom while they stand on the stage built out of sand. Tradition louder than the word. Once the sleepers still they heard. They rewrite Torah for the fame, then wonder why the fire burn. Blindly the blind, ditch at the ditch. Truth in the book, but they flip that script. Honor will live for the heart don't fit. Yahoo, I open eyes so we don't trip.
But every plan which my father have not planted shall be rooted up.
Pull it up, root it out, let the real take sprout. Yahoo, Sharu Mamu, Yahoo, Sharu Mamu, Yahoo, let's go. Yahoo, Sharu Mamu, Yahoo, let's go. Yeah, you talking fool laws, twisting lines, he was talking hearts, not swine. They missed the lesson, lost the tone, he said defilement starts at home. Words reveal the inner part, what you speak exposes heart. Not the bite, but the bitterness, that's what makes the sickness start. Blindly the blind, we won't follow lies, eyes anointed, we see through the skies. Word unbroken, forever it stands. Yahoo, I write you on our hands. Can we get back? Yahoo, in the comments, please. Lift them hearts, let conviction seeds drop. Rule my, Yahoo, if you feel at peace. We, the assembly, stand on these fact checkers. Don't believe us. Yahoo, let's go. Yeah. Not that which goeth in the mouth that filleth the man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defilleth the man. Out the heart, yeah, that's the plan. They preaching tithes, not righteousness, counting views like holiness, feeding hype to starving souls, forgetting Yahuwah's control. I ain't perfect, just awake, learn the law, they love to break. If the blind keep leading blind, we all fall, the truth rewinds, leave them alone. Yahushua said it plain, when the shepherd can't see, the flock feels pain. Open eyes, open hearts, open heads. Blindly the blind, ditch at the ditch, truth in the word, they try to switch. I know with mouth, but the heart can't fit. Yahoo, open eyes so we don't quit. Yahoo, in the comments, please. Break those hearts and let compassion cease. Release, believe, achieve, faith increase. Then speak, reveal, believe, truth won't cease. Fact check us, don't believe us. Yahoo, let's go. Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. We ain't falling. Eyes wide open. Blind lead the blind. No more. Eyes on Yahuwah, we restore. Oh yeah. Truth still marching. Gospel flame. We the assembly. Praise his name. Yahuwah, thank you for the sight, for the truth that cuts the night. We the assembly. Hearts aligned, no longer blind leading the blind. Fact checkers, don't believe us. Right, Yahuwah, let's go. For the truth, don't believe us. Right, Yahuwah, let's go.
Barah Yahuwah, Rumamu Yahuwah. In the mighty name of Yahusha.
Wake up, family. Listen closely. This is paganity, truth hid in plain sight. It's right in front of your eyes if you just look. Stop scrolling, stop playing. Wake up. For years we mixed Babylon with belief, Rome with redemption, Egypt with praise. We call it faith, but the system's pagan, and the world claps while the truth stays buried.
Despierta mi gente, wake up my people. La verdad no se esconde, the truth can't hide. You say it don't matter, but it does if it ain't in the book, then who told you to do? Jeremiah 10 say don't cut the tree, don't deck it with silver and gold, but we still call it holy, we still call it Christmas. Paganity, Ezekiel 8:14. Women mourn for Tammuz and today we call it Easter. That's paganity.
You say tradition, he say rebellion. You say holiday, he say idol. Matthew 15, these people honor me with their mouth, but their hearts are far. That's not me talking. That's Yahuwah.
From Babylon to Rome, they painted his name over false God. They told you G-O-D, L-O-R-D, but they hid Yahuwah. They gave you crosses, statues, and saints, but not Torah. they told you Sunday, Sunday, and you never asked why.
Planet names after gods, Mars, Venus, Zeus. Religion named after Rome. They sold us a lie and called it salvation, and we bought it with silence.
Esto no es hoy, es amor, this ain't hate, it's love. La luz expone la mentira, el aire exposes the lie. We ain't here to judge you, we here to wake you, to show you the real name, the real Aloha. Yahuwah, Father Yahusha, deliverer. He don't need your tradition, he wants your obedience. He don't want your season, he wants your heart. In the mighty name of Yahushua. Truth has landed.
Open your eyes.
Seven from Adam made the angels sing. Yeah.
Enoch was his name, 7 from Adam's seed. And Yahuwah's system, 7's what we need. Completion and perfection, that's the way. Before corruption came to steal the day. 65 years old when Methuselah was born. That's when his walk began, no longer torn. Between the world and Yahuwah's perfect will. 300 years walking, climbing up the hill. And Enoch walked with a luah, and he was not, for a luah took him. Genesis 5:24. Walk with Yahuwah means continuous talk. Not just Sunday service, every step you walk. Halak in Hebrew, back and forth you go. Living in his presence, let his love flow. Angels called him scribe of righteousness. Yahuwah's messenger, no more, no less. Saw the watchers falling, taking human wives. Warn about corruption, say so many lies. Let's go! 7 from Adam. Completion, don't believe me. Fact check me! Jude tells us Enoch prophesied the end. Yahuwah coming back with saints, my friend. 10,000s of his holy ones will come. Execute judgment when the race is run. Not just for his generation, he could see. Thousands of years into history. Wrote it down for us, the last day crew. Everything he saw is coming true. And Enoch also, the 7 from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, Yahuwah cometh with 10,000s of his saints. Jude 1:14. Before translation had this testimony that he pleased Yahuwah, brought him harmony. Not just being righteous, brought joy to his heart. Walking in the old, not playing his part. Willing to deliver messages so hard. Even to the angels, he was on guard. Standing for righteousness when it was dangerous. That's what made his walk so advantageous. Walk with Yahuwah, never saw death. Caught up in the whirlwind, supernatural breath. Translation power still available today for those who choose to walk Yahuwah's way. Left behind books, preserving the truth complete. Calendar of Shamayim, making wisdom sweet. Movements of Shamayim, judgment to come. Nephilim giants, what they become. Saw our generation, corruption so deep. Hard speech is spoken while righteous weep. But also saw the righteous in eternal light. Days without number, shining so bright. Walking with Yahuwah is a choice you make. Never too late, whatever it takes. Consistency matters. 300 years, through all the laughter, through all the tears. Enoch walked with Yahuwah, then was not. Yahuwah took him home, never forgot. Same translation power, coming again. believe me, fact check me, Genesis 5:24. Book of Enoch reveals so much more. If you want to walk like Enoch did, with Yahuwah talk, can I get some bar rock Yahuwah in the comments, please? We the assembly standing strong, bring your hearts to it. Yahuwah, help us walk like Enoch walk. Continuous fellowship, never be mocked. Give us courage to deliver hard truth. Too young and old, elder and youth. Keep us faithful for however long. Make our walk pleasing, make us strong. Translation power, we believe it's real. For those who walk close, that's the deal. Bad rock Yahuwah!
Man, Barack Yahuwah, man, that song is lit. Shaquille, I got you. Blowing the premium now. I don't even know if Shaquille in here. I ain't seen him yet, but hey. Woo! Yeah, go ahead, Adam. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead, Adam. Every time I hit the premium, Adam be like, "Man, he almost cracked like his like his forehead or something like that." Man, Barak Yahuwah, Shabbat Shalum Myshpaka, Shabbat Shalom. This is round two of Genesis 6 is the book of Enoch. Let me move this down. Yeah, here we go. Genesis 6 is Enoch. It is Enoch. If you go nice and slow and you study it piece by piece, you're going to realize, like, wait a minute, it's saying the same thing. Then, I don't know about you, but the next qualifying thought for me was, how are we being taught this wrong? It's sitting right there. And today you're going to figure that out. Today you're going to see that. I had to do a pivot, by the way, so we had to call it an audible. And the reason why we had to call it an audible, today we were going to listen or watch, so to speak, two documentaries. Well, one documentaries, but we're going to listen. We're going to watch half of it, and then we're going to watch the second half. The problem is this. Yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday, we went live, right? And there was clips coming from another YouTube platform, and I still got flagged. They flagged me for the We the Assembly music as well, but that was easy because that's a fast appeal. But I can't appeal the other one, so I just have to just kind of like just let it be. And what I don't want to do is catch the attention of the algorithm. But after I considered everything, I was like, wait a minute, Yahuwah, if we study the last two sections first, and I tell them about this documentary, show them where to find it, and encourage them to go check it out and tell them what they will see. And because we studied the last part first, everything that documentary does or says, you'll be able to see. Yo, Marilyn, man, I'm afraid to say her name, but you know who I'm talking. You read my mind. I didn't read my mind. I bet you Nelly's like, hold up. What are you talking about? They were talking about me? Yes, we had a conversation about you, sis. I bet Marilyn, I bet she like, hold up, what I do? I was talking to Marilyn, right? And the Myshpaka know that like half the time I can't talk, like especially when it comes to saying somebody's name. And I guess, what was it, Marilyn, like yesterday or the other day I called her Natalie or and Marilyn was like, you remember when you did it? She brought up the moment. She goes, it's Nelly, it's not Natalie. I was like, oh man, egg on face. So I just look, Marilyn, she didn't even know. Look, she said what? She's like, hold up. When did this happen? It went over our head. Oh man, this Myshpaka is so fun. Barakio, oh, good live, good laughs in this live. We get laughs all the time in live. That reminds me of one more thing. Y'all know how silly I can be, right? They done messed up. Marilyn, I gotta tell them. Look, we're gonna get to the study, y'all. I promise. But the other day when we went live, me and Marilyn, we hop inside the live a little early, right? And we do a little bit of chatting back and forth. And as we were chatting, I was navigating and I saw something and I was like, ooh, they done messed up and they gave me sound effects. Like, they done messed up and gave sound effects. Hold on, wait, hold up, wait. Oh, wait. And y'all already know when we catch them doing something bad. Oh man, okay, I'm done. All right, all the fun stuff is done. Domain, what up, Aki? Shabbat Shalom. Okay, Myshpaka. I just want to share one more thing with y'all before we hop into this study, okay? A lot of y'all know that I am a retired marketer. I'm a social media coach. I feel the need to share something really important for everybody just to pay attention to. I want you to, Yahuwah, help me with these words, because this is mainly just advice coming from a professional opinion. And when I say professional, I'm not talking about wishful thinking. I'm not talking about somebody who just, trying to do something like I get paid like to do this if I want to do this type thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The future of social media. The future of social media will look like what I'm about to tell you. And the reason why I want to share this with you is not just to tell you this so you can not only see it happening and unfolding. You're going to know that Yahuwah was steps ahead before it all started to manifest. I started to kind of see what I'm going to tell you in pieces, and I didn't put it together. And I also later on, I started to realize that Yahuwah has been, what's the words I'm looking for? Leading and navigating me in this direction before I realized what I was doing and realizing where the internet is going. When I tell you Yahuwah has literally got us almost, in my opinion, if I'm going to put on my professional marketing hat, we have started a process without even realizing it, almost 6 or 7 months before everybody else. And when I started to pick up on this, I'm a marketer. I know where to look. I know where the colleagues are talking about trends and movements and predictions. And I know the colleagues in that space, when they predict a social media or a algorithm move, they don't miss. They hit bullseyes because they got analytics. They pay attention to all the data. The data reads and tells them. They have inside sources within the platforms. They test multiple different angles and scenarios so they don't miss. So what I'm about to tell you, please pay attention. AI is here, whether you like it or not. Right now, everyone is using AI. Hypocritically, the AI critics are even using AI. Without even knowing it, they're using it. But this isn't really about AI. It's about what AI can do. Now, you think that AI is fast with knowledge and information. It can grab information fast, put together things fast. You're right. But you know what else it can do? It can replace full teams at a scale that you've never seen before. And a lot of people have not figured this out yet. What you're going to see in social media in the future, you're going to see influencers and content creators and businesses fall who are not doing this. And everyone who you see who is doing this, you're going to see them come out of the woodworks. In the future, social media, everyone will be making studios. The public is going to slowly start moving away from regular content creation, and studio content creation is what's going to draw their attention. And if you have not figured out, attention is the new currency. Your eyeballs, your attention is the currency. Why is this a major move? And if you're confused, just bear with me. I'm going to explain everything and why this is important. A while back, Yahuwah put it in my ruach. I don't know. I just saw that. I realized that we can do like movies. It just like it ran across. I can't tell you exactly how, but when I realized it. And when I realized it, it triggered a memory that I would have this thought many times in the past. And this thought was this: Hollywood would never portray the truth. They're always going to twist it. They're always going to do some type of different version of it. And my next thought was, it's not fair. It's not fair because they're not going to present the truth. They're always going to twist it. They're going to shift it. And when they do that, what happens? You're training people. And when I realized, like, wait a minute, you can do what? Then it started to hit me. It was like the Ruach was saying, you remember how many times you kept thinking about the movies and doing it, right? The right way? Well, it started to come into me a long time ago. I started to see it. But the problem is the technology shows that it can do it, but the technology is still a little early. So everything's not as fluent. I noticed that. It's getting better now, much better, and a lot faster. The content creators that are just doing content that you're normally seeing, it's going to get old to you. Why? Because you're going to see same people in their space creating full episodes and movies and a different way to digest the information, to be entertained, inspired, or educated. Those are the three content pillars that we focus on. So why is this really cool? Because Yahuwah has already put it in my ruach to bring the stories back to life. But when I was looking into it and I noticed that they were top professionals in the space, in the marketing and social media space, using these exact words. The future of social media will be studios. They kept using the word studios. What tripped me out was we created Yahuwah Studios before I even realized that this is going to be a thing. We were already ahead of the curve. Just by instinct, Yahuwah was already building all this stuff. Then we're pulling in there's about 15, maybe 20 people from the community. A lot of them are sitting in the comments right now. They're chatting with y'all right now. They're going to be helping creating full episodes of stuff. And another reasons why I wanted to share this with y'all was because now something has been in the back of my mind, and I'm really starting to see that it's going to be a thing later on. Where does We the Assembly fit in this piece that I'm about to tell you? Yet I'm not 100% sure. So when I say what I'm about to say, if this interests you, do not jump to the DMs immediately. It's just a thought. It is something that is very feasible. And I'm really seeing everything moving in that direction. If a person is not interested in creating their own studio, they can be picked up by studios. And what I mean by that is, say, for example, you are a person that writes movies and Netflix finds your movie and they want to do a deal with you. Well, they do a deal with you. And now your movie is on Netflix. You get it? If you're an artist and you do music, same thing. Studios. Yahuwah Studios and We the Assembly, we are perfectly set up to be part of the movie theater industry, television show industry, and music industry. We're perfectly set up to be in all of the entertainment industries other than sports. And that, which means we can sign music artists. We can sign, we could do deals with writers. And I'm seeing this is going to be a thing in the future where you're going to see big brands. They're going to be signing content creators that do those type of things. When I started seeing all this, I'm over here thinking like, okay, Yahuwah, you trained me for stuff like this. Like you showed me how to build brands. And one thing that has also been in the back of my head, eventually at one point, I would like to be a person that's not purchasing money, spending money with people outside of Yahuwah community. Like, for example, our sister Sherry Johnson. If you see her, Maryland, Sherry say shalom, sis. Say Shabbat shalom. There she go. Y'all know Sister Sherry. She do organic. Let me tell you all the stuff that she could do. That I will support. I will support this type of stuff. She not only could do organic deodorants. She also does this homemade cough syrup that apparently works like crazy fast and potent, and it's organic and it's none of the poison stuff. That's Sherry. I'd rather spend money with her rather than Robitussin. Marilyn, go ahead, drop Sherry down. Go ahead and say hey on your regular profile. Go ahead and tag yourself. You already know. Watch this. Jason, while Marilyn's doing that, my man Jason, I thought I saw Jason, and Jason's a cook. I'd buy a cookbook from Jason. If you got Yahuwah apparel, I'd rather spend money with you. I'd rather do business with a Yahuwah person. If you're a farmer and you farm with Yahuwah, you farm and you love Yahuwah, I'd rather see how can we get vegetables and fruit from you from where we're at. Is that a thing? Only these business owners know this type of stuff. You know, if you're a person that does business, Yahuwah's put it in my ruach. I started this a long time ago, and shout out to Sandra. I know Sandra's in here. Y'all, I retired from social media because my skill set, I noticed that I can teach people how to help out the enemy. And I was struggling with this idea. A while back, I went to the admins and I had asked them, like, what if I offered my services, to the community? But my problem is, I don't want to offend everybody, but I'm not going to help everybody. I'm not in the beginning stages of what I do. I'm a seasoned veteran, but I don't want to help out somebody who has a good heart, who says Yahuwah, but their business isn't really Yahuwah, whether they like to admit it or not. And I didn't know how to. Do you get the dilemma? It's like I want to help out somebody like Sherry and Marilyn. Marilyn does T-shirts, and man, Marilyn got like a million things that she's good at, right? And so in the future, I guess what I'm saying is pay attention to all that. If you're a person in business, you better be paying attention to all those moves. That everything that I just told you. If you're a person in business, you better be thinking studio. You better be thinking people within your area, within your space that can portray shows and episodes that speak to your business and your service and your products. You do that, people will catch, you will get people's attention, and they will be more trusted to purchase and do business with you. But in the future, you're going to see brands, they're going to be doing deals with people like that. So I'm just going to let y'all know in the future, we're going to be doing, it's in the back of my head. I'm just throwing it out there. So don't be like, well, I write or I do music. Don't be hopping the DMs. You will get ignored. You will get ignored. Like, I got you. But this right now, we just talking, and I'm trying to give you something you can get excited about. That's all I'm doing. And then when we're ready, we'll let you know. And then we'll tell you how we're going about doing things. So I just really wanted to share that with y'all. I think it's really important for everybody to understand what it's going to be looking like. And one more thing I want to share to add to that, and then we'll get started in our study, is as you pay attention to social media, because I've been working with AI so much, I can see something that's AI a mile away. And some of it's kind of hard. Some of it's just like, is that AI? I think that's AI. I can't tell. You know, the more that happens, I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. At one point, we're going to have to pull ourselves from out of this beast system. There's going to be a stopping point. I think we all know that, right? Right? If you agree with me, like we got to pay attention to when we know, like it's Woods time. Like we done did enough this far, but what you about to ask us to do, we not doing that, right? So the reason why I bring that up is because I do believe that people will use AI to do deep fakes. And I also do believe that it will get so bad to where innocent people are being criticized, jailed because of false narratives that were generated by people's evil hearts to use the AI tool incorrectly. And I do believe that is one, and of course, you know, that's the enemy's move and motive. They want that. Why? Because the more they push that agenda, and I wouldn't even put it past them creating the scenario. And because if people are afraid that somebody's gonna take their likeness and put them in a position doing something they didn't do, then what? You're gonna have millions and billions of people on uproar. Easy trigger to turn around and say, well, everybody needs a digital ID. This is how we track it. This is how we know who it's fake and what's not. It's not hard to figure out. It's like A plus B equals C. If you're really awake, you can kind of see where this is all going. And what I'm seeing in my opinion, just my opinion, I think there's a window of opportunity here for Yahuwah. It's clearly a window of opportunity. Before that point hits, this is where the fun starts. This is where the speed of the knowledge speeds up. This is where information that has been hidden is going to hit people's ears and eyes differently. I'm seeing that coming down the pipeline. For example, this profile, we're going to split the content between 2 platforms. I made the decision last week with Yahuwah. We're going to take some content here and then some content on Yahuwah Studios. And I'm sorry for telling y'all this right live in front of everybody instead of telling y'all first. But we originally were going to create storylines around all the music. But as I'm palawing to Yahuwah, it was, and I'm starting to realize the studio thing, it was like Yahuwah was saying, no. I needed you to think that so you can see the bigger picture here. And the bigger picture is we're going to create music videos around all the music that we have. Crazy music videos. There's some ideas and some concepts that's going to be wilding out. That's going to catch people's attention. And then we're also going to create those storylines. So if you are a person that does write, if it points towards Yahuwah, you do stories and things to that nature. Especially when it comes to like, if you're a person that writes, later on, I'll tell you what we're looking for when it comes to writing. And I'll let you know more about that. And who knows, we might turn your idea into a complete show, a complete movie or whatever it may be. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on perfecting it on our end first and start dropping stuff before even thinking about picking anybody else up on any of all this other stuff. Oh, by the way, one more thing. With all that, by the way, comes with like royalties and stuff like that. So your deals and the monetization comes differently. So like, say, for example, we the assembly, I don't even know why I'm going to use Adam Soto. I'm just playing. Let's say Adam Soto writes a series episode and we're like, yo, that's actually pretty cool. Let's do a pilot. Let's check it out. We do it. We test it. Right. People seem to respond well with it. We do a deal with Adam. Then it's like signing Adam to a deal where he's not going to get screwed over. you already know. It's like, well, Adam will get like what do you call it? Publishing rights, all that stuff will be layered out, is what I'm saying. So just new way of revenue. I'm just letting y'all know. And I'm gonna throw a hint in there, and I'm just gonna move fast. If you catch what I'm about to say, then you catch it. If you don't, and it goes over your head, that's on you. For all the Myshpaka who really truly heard what I just told you, you do know if you got a little bit of creativity, Chat GPT, Google, all those, they'll co-write with you. All right, Myshpaka, let's get this party started. This study guide is not fully on the website yet. Please forgive me. I didn't put it fully on the website yet because I did do some changes. I had to do some pivots. So we might catch a few little errors on this one. All right. But I just need to make some edits and then I'm going to make it go live for y'all. It's not going to be hard. Click, save. There it is. But it is good enough for us to go ahead and you look at it live and we can study it together. All right. So let me widen the screen out and then let me make it bigger for the people that need glasses like Frankie. I saw you, Aki. All right. So yes, Myshpaka, our study guides are now going to start being interactive. so you can be able to click and you can navigate to specific areas of the site. If you see a title, something that catches your attention, you got the back to tops, etc., etc., etc. Can I get disclaimer in the comments, please? And by the way, I forgot to say this. I better say it before Marilyn get on me. Myshpaka, please make sure you have your books, and please make sure you're taking notes. If you're not in position to do so, that's fine. You can come back and watch it on replay if that's your thing. But today I may read from the screen, or I may read from Hallelujah Scriptures. I also do have my Sefer. Can you drop in the comments, Myshpaka, what books you use, and let the new Myshpaka know that it's the version is not the problem. It's the understanding is the problem. I also have my trusty remix KJV. So I got 3 physical books, and I got everything on screen for you. So if you do not have a book, if you do not have access to scriptures, don't sweat it. If you're really here to learn, just come hang out with us. But if you can at least take notes, even if you got to write it down on a napkin, do so. All right. Important disclaimer. This study guide gives help and direction. This does not replace reading the full chapter. You are responsible to read the whole chapter for each book we quote. That helps you see the full story. We also ask you to fact check us. Oh, I gotta fix it. This twice. I did, y'all. For the ones over here, yeah, the last study, you know what I'm saying. Don't believe us. Fact check us. Test every line. Take it to Yahuwah in Palal. The word Palal means pray. And some books are already on our website. We got more books we're adding to our website. The book of Enoch will be on our website soon. It is definitely on the list. All right, so how this study works: we read one story in more than one place. We read it slow. We start with Genesis. Genesis will be our anchor. Genesis is the anchor. Then we will read a matching part of Enoch. Enoch is the second voice. Then we read matching parts in other books too. They act like extra witnesses, and we are not going to rush. We're not going to force this conclusion. What we're going to do is we're going to let the word speak. We're going to let the word speak for itself, Myshpaka. All right, triggering event. Myshpaka, if you got your books, go ahead and open up to Genesis chapter 6. If you are new, let me know in the comments when you were there, Myshpaka, if you are new and you're hanging out with us and you're like, okay, I've been kind of watching y'all from a distance, and y'all seem like some nice folk. And y'all seem to be answering a few questions that I've had. And I'm not fully on board. I'm not fully sure what's fully going on, but I am here to come hang out with y'all and kind of see if y'all might have some legs under anything you might be showing. Well, listen. If you are under the impression that Genesis, knowing the flood story, is about humanity, man was being bad, there's bad, misbehaving, not acting right, unrighteous sinners. So our creator decides he's going to flood the place and just hit the reset button. If that's the story that you're aware of, you're about to get a whole new story from the same book that you've been having, or the pastor that the church you go to has. But I want you to pay attention to what it's really saying. Come into this whole study open-minded. Erase everything that you feel like you already know, and be ready to fill in blanks, because you're about to be wowed on what's really sitting in front of you. All right. The trigger event. Genesis 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the sons of Elua saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them as wives of all which they chose. Okay. Simple explanation. Genesis tells us what happened. Sons of Elua. Your version may say son of God, or may say son of Lord. All right. So Elua simply means mighty one. So sons of mighty one took wives from the daughters of men. Genesis does not explain more there. Qualifying question. Why is Genesis so short here? What does Genesis expect the reader to know? Expects you to know nothing. By the way, you can click on this to get to our restored version of Genesis, by the way. All right. The same event, more details with the book of Enoch. All right, watch this. New Myshpaka. I hope you're taking notes. Enoch 1, chapter 6. And it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of heaven, Shamaim, saw and lusted after them and said to one another, come, let us choose wives from among the children of men and beget us children. Shem and Samzaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear ye will not indeed agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay this penalty of a great sin. And they all answered him and said, let us all swear an oath and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations, not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then swear they all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. Simple explanation. Enoch says the sons of Elua are angels. So Enoch, we find out that they're angels. Enoch says they made a plan. So this was orchestrated. They had thought around it. Enoch says they swore an oath. Qualifying question. Why does Enoch name the oath? What does that tell us about the choice they made? Oh, wait, there's more. Jubilees chapter 4. And he called his name Jared. For in those days, the messengers are angels, by the way, of Yahuwah descended on the earth. Who, my bad, y'all, my bad. Hold on. I just realized, I just kept reading. I know some of y'all have the Apocrypha book. I normally would have stopped and told y'all to get, if you got the Apocrypha books, to go to that chapter. So forgive me. I hope that was all right. I'm just going to keep going. Y'all can see it on the screen. All right. Surprised Marilyn didn't stop me. She probably like, good. I'll just play it, sis. For in those days, the messengers, which are angels of Yahuwah, descended on the earth, those who are named the watchers, that they should instruct the children of men, and that they should do judgment and uprightness on the earth. So wait a minute. So these angels were supposed to come down and show stuff, but it's how they did and what they did. They were supposed to help, but they decided to take over. Chapter 5, Jubilees. And it came to pass when the children of men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the messengers, which are angels, of Eluah saw them on a certain year of this Jubilee, that they were beautiful to look upon, and they took themselves wives of all whom they chose. And they bore unto them sons, and they were giants. Jubilees witness notes. Jubilees names them as watchers, which also Enoch names them as watchers. Jubilees says that they descended in the days of Jared, the same as Enoch. The name Jared means descend. Yahuwah don't change. He always doing it like that, right? 3 books now speak on the same event. So there's 3 witnesses letting you know that this happened. All right, so this is on when I drop this on the website for you. When you click this, it's going to show you Job, where it talks about the sons of Eluah as a reference point, and then it's also going to just give you a little extra information there. And if you hit here, you have some extra information on Mount Hermon. I'm not going to look at that. If you're interested in that, you guys can check that out. I just wanted to let you know that that's there for you if you're interested. All right, a time limit. Myshpaka, if you're still there, let me know in the comments if you're at Genesis. Get to Genesis 6. That's what I'm saying. In the meantime, while you let me know when you get there. All right. So Myshpaka, so far you got Genesis is telling you that some angels fell and they intermingled with women and created giants. You got Jubilees told you, and you got the book of Enoch. Now keep in mind, they took Enoch from you and they took Jubilees from you. Now, Genesis gives you just pretty much a brief overview. Do you see, if you're a new Myshpaka, I'm in Palal, that you're seeing that, like, wait a minute, that is the same story. And it seemed like I did get just a little bit more information from those 2 little pieces. This is going to get thicker. Can I get a Barak Yahuwah in the comments, please, if this is all vibing? Genesis 6:3. And Yahuwah said, my spirit, my Ruach, shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. So in Genesis, we find out that there's going to be a cutoff. There's a time limit. Simple explanation, Yahuwah says his Ruach will not strive forever. With man forever. I gotta adjust that. Yahuwah gives a time limit. The number is 120 years. Qualifying question. Why does Yahuwah give time before the judgment? What does strive mean in my life? Oh, you gotta look at it a little internally, huh? All right, let's go to Jasher. The book of Jasher. If you got the book of Jasher, go ahead and go to chapter 5, verse 6 to 12. Let me know in the comments when you are there. Myshpaka. I really am in Palal, the new Myshpaka. Like there's some new people. If you are comfortable enough to identify yourself, I know who's new vets. The vets like to try to play and mess with me. But if you are new and you're like, yo, I'm new and we here, it's landing. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Like, I love the new person. I like the new person who's waking up that has, you see the cracks in the matrix. And I'm in Palal that this right here is going to show you, along with the last study, I hope you saw round one, or is going to show you that it's been sitting in front of us the entire time. And these books should have been with us. You should have been having access to it a long time ago. Your pastors clearly, not all the pastors know about it, but a lot of them do. Hollywood's clearly been, the information's out there. The only people don't know is us. Barak Yahuwah. Jasher chapter 5. And after the elapse of many years, in the 418th year of the life of Noah, when all those men who followed Yahuwah had died away from amongst the sons of man, and only Methuselah was then left, Elohim said unto Noah and Methuselah, saying, pull the screen up a little bit. Speak ye and proclaim to the sons of men, saying, thus saith Yahuwah, return from your evil ways and forsake your works, and Yahuwah will repent of the evil that he declares to do to you, so that it shall not come to pass. Yo, on the real, before we move forward, yo, Yahuwah is super patient. Like, on the real, if we truly think about it, he given them some time to get it together, even though he know they not, right? Nonstop, with small time periods in between, the good forefathers. I mean, you get it. It's the patience that he gives. He's like, yo, I already know that these people ain't gonna listen to me, but I'm gonna constantly ask them for a certain amount of time frame until I can't ask them no more, until I'm not gonna ask them no more. But also, if I can just throw a thought out there, just a thought, I would also probably think it's probably also strategic. I mean, think about it. I started thinking about that this week. Say there's 7 generations, right? Say there's 7 generations, and in the 7 generations, there's of one family. Picture one family. In 7 generations, what if there were only, this is hypothetical, 5 total people that will see the truth? Can you see that? 7 generations in one bloodline. If only 5 people, Yahuwah knows which 5 would go, yo, his name's Yahuwah. While the rest of them are going to go, nah, bruh. Okay, consider that. Consider like Yahuwah being patient, enduring all the provoking through bloodlines, because he knows that he might have to wait 10 years for the third one to be born, and just putting up with it. Yo, did that hit? Did that land? Which means, ooh, I'm about to say something. Which means there's a good possible, let's just say you're one of the 5 in your bloodline, in your family, your generation, right? You better start coming with some hard understanding that some of your loved ones that you would like to know the truth, they might not be in part of it. It is what it is. Barak Yahuwah. For thus saith Yahuwah, behold, I give you a period of 120 years. If you will turn to me and forsake your evil ways, then I will also turn away from the evil which I told you, and it shall not exist, saith Yahuwah. And Noah and Methuselah spoke all the words of Yahuwah to the sons of men day after day, consistently speaking to them. But the sons of men would not hearken to them, nor incline their ears to their words. Kind of sounds familiar, huh? Broken record, right? And they were stiff-necked. And Yahuwah granted them a period of 120 years, saying, if they will return, then will Yahuwah repent of the evil, so as not to destroy the earth. Noah, the son of Lamech, refrained from taking a wife in those days to beget children, for he said, surely now Eluah will destroy the earth. He already knew what was popping off. He's like, yo, I ain't putting no children in this world. Wherefore then shall I beget children? He's like, yo, I am not putting no child in this mess. I hear you, Noah. I hear you. Simple explanation. Genesis gives the time. Jasher shows the warning during the time. Did you catch that? Did you see the add-on? Genesis gave the time. Jasher not only gave that time frame, but also gave the warning during the time frame. Qualifying questions. Do I listen when I'm warned? Are you catching Yahuwah's warnings? Do you even know he's doing it? Do I use my time well? By the way, you being in this live could be part of that warning. Barak Yahuwah. Let's go back to Jubilees, chapter 5 real quick. And he said, my Ruach will not always abide on man, for they also are flesh, and their days shall be 120 years. Witness notes. Hold on, let me go slow. There we go. 3 books now confirmed. 120 years. Genesis, Jasher, Jubilees, all recorded it. Do you see it, Myshpaka? If you're new and you see like, wait a minute. If you're new and you're like, wait a minute, what are these other books? Those are apocryphal books. They took them from you. They were in the original books. I know it sounds so cray. What up, Robin? I bet you Robin, like, did he just like find the perfect time to say cray and then took time to shout me out on it because he called me Sister Cray? Did he just do that for real? Marilyn Robin, is she in here? I thought my Marilyn got it. She doing. Oh, there you go, Rob. There you are, sis. Shalom, sis. Shabbat shalom. Oh man. Shalom, Sherry. Oh, shout out to Sherry and Kendra. I saw y'all over there at YouTube, 2 admins holding it down over there at YouTube. So if y'all act up there over there at YouTube, we got some police women. And them women, them ladies got shotguns. Like Kendra be like a thug. Like Frankie be coming inside the conversations. Hey, everybody. I'm Frankie. I'm here. And then Kendra be like, hush, Frankie. And then Frankie be like, Kendra, don't you say something smart? And then Kendra be like, pull out the shotgun, like, say it again, Frankie. Hush, Frankie. I bet the admin is like, man, he's so adding on. He's so extra. Oh, man, Barak Yahuwah. Let's continue. Giants after that and men of renown. Johnny J, I see you laughing, Aki. Genesis 6. I'm sure y'all still at Genesis 6. We've like been hanging out in Genesis 6. That's where we're gonna be, right? All right. I don't think I have to wait, right? We'll just go. There were giants. Now we're gonna go nice and slow. There were giants in the earth in those days. Wait, hold on. I don't know why. It was like my ruach was like, slow down, break this down real piece by piece, Avon. Yo, how in the world do we get the Noah and the flood story in Genesis 6? How do we get the story in Genesis 6? And it sits there and tells you that there were giants in those days. And then when we sit in those Sunday pews, no one has a qualifying question about this Goliath thing. That's one of the things that catches my attention. Like, I just want to see one pastor get like really blasted out in front of everybody, like in a loving way. Like, yo, pastor, like I gotta ask. You've been doing this pastor stuff for like 20 years. I've been going to your church for 7. I didn't seen you do a David and Goliath sermon or series 100 times. I ain't never heard you talk about any other giant other than Goliath. Why is it? Genesis talks about it. Joshua talks about it. 1 Samuel talks about it. 2 Samuel talks about it. Deuteronomy talks about it. Shoot, why are you playing? Even Paramount Pictures talking about it. So my question is, why only Goliath? I'll wait. Like I really want a pastor to answer that outright. And don't give us, you shoo us off, man. You don't look, pastors. Can I talk to you real quick? I'm just gonna give you some advice. People are legit starting to wake up, like for real. Even if you didn't even know there was a deception, if you made it this far and you hanging out with us, pastor, people are really starting to wake up. Brushing them off or dancing around it or flat out lying ain't gonna work no more. There's too many of people like myself, like we not giving you a pass no more. I love you. I don't know you and I love you, but you get no passes. I'm gonna call these things out. I'm gonna do everything I can to get people to leave your seats. I'm going to do everything I can to get the people to see that you're not telling them everything. I'm going to do everything I can to get people to see that even if you may not know, maybe you need to open up the book and maybe hang out with us more. I'm sorry, pastors, I got to tell you, I'm going to say this outright. You're not qualified to teach the message anymore. You never have been. If you've been teaching from the same traditional system, you're teaching from broken doctrine. You have been the one that you've been talking about this entire time about teaching the people wrong every single Sunday. I know it's so hard to believe. I know it sounds really offensive. It's not trying to be. I'm literally just trying to shoot you straight because somebody got to do it. So I'm going to do everything that I can to try to make sure that people actually know that you're holding back information about more giants. And if you didn't know, then you're not even qualified to even be on the stage, to even talk to people about it. If you didn't know that it was talking about civilizations, then you should not be talking about no faith-based anything or any crosses or anything. You really need to be opening up the book and sitting down and learning and asking more questions. As a matter of fact, this is me seriously joking. Let me say that again. This is me seriously joking. Because it's going to sound funny, but I am so serious. We got a bunch of parents that's inside the community that have been teaching their children, and their children are fully versed in who Yahuwah is. I think you need to start sitting with them first. Sit with the children first, preferably the ages of, say, maybe 4 to maybe 7. You got to start as a child. And I know I said seriously funny, right? Why do I say seriously? Because doesn't the book actually say, Pastor, you know this, the book actually says that you're supposed to be childlike, which means you got to humble yourself, which means I'm legit when I'm saying sit with children, you legit need to physically sit with children right now. You need to sit with the children of the parents of the people who are calling on Yahuwah and Yahusha, and you need to be learning from the new teachers, because you guys ain't it. You ain't never been, and we've noticed that. We love you, and this is not taking a shot nor dig. I'm sorry, y'all. This is not taking a shot nor dig. I'm just shooting you straight, and I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just trying to be polite. Man, let's just keep going. Pastor, stick around. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that. When the sons of Alua came unto the daughters of men, and they bore children to them, and the same became mighty men which are of old, men of renown. Simple explanation. Genesis says 3 things. Giants were on the earth in those days. Genesis also says after that. Giants were in the earth after that. Genesis also says men of renown. We will deal with them in order. Now, hold on. I got to address the person that's probably going to be thinking like, yo, dude, why does it even matter if there were giants in our history? All right. I've seen people ask that, because I know that's you. I'm talking to that one that's thinking it. So let me go ahead and just let you know how this works. Your reasoning is wrong. Can I encourage you to look at it at a different angle? See, when you turn around, this is what Yahuwah showed me in this week, to listen to the fruits. If you hear it, see, normally a person would turn around and say, why does it matter that giants were in history? Traditional Christian system or church system is probably going to say something about JC, dying on the cross for sins, blah, 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 about grace and faith, blah, 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 blah. They're probably going to toss that out there, right? All right, so here's what you're really saying. You're really saying is, I disagree. I'm not even going to take a moment or even a second thought to even try to even investigate into it. So I'm automatically going to say you're wrong, you're teaching wrong doctrine, you're incorrect, and so you just brush it off. You took no look, right? Cool. All right. Well, here's the problem. See, why it's important to understand Enoch and Jasher and Jubilees, because when you start realizing that the church hasn't been teaching you everything and giants were there, then a person is going to do, I don't know about y'all, but tell me if this happened for you. I got interested in all the other books. I wanted to see what all the other books are saying. That's why it's important. Because once a person realizes, like, hold up, wait, that is a fair question. That's a fair situation right there. Okay. Where are these other books? What's this Tobit about? What's this Maccabees about? What's this Wisdom of Solomon about? What's this Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs about? What's this first and second books of Adam and Eve? Wait, there's more to Adam and Eve? Wait, what's this apocalypse of Abraham? That's the second Esdras, first Esdras. What are all these about? So as soon as you get that unlock of lying and giants and fallen angels, plus fallen angels is a part of the enemy. You thought you were dealing with just Satan. No, you're dealing with a bunch of deities. Church got you thinking it's a singular scenario. No, you're dealing with a plural scenario. You thought you were up against one fight? No, you're fighting up against thousands of deities. Is this landing? Let's get back. Qualifying question. Why does Genesis say, and also after that? What does Genesis want us to notice? If there were giants there, we told you, but you didn't really take it serious. Enoch chapter 7, giants and what they do. And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, and each other chose for himself one, and they began to go unto them to defile themselves with them, and they taught them charms and enchantments and cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. Wait. Yo, Myshpaka. Every time this comes up, the ladies be giving gulps. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this up front. So I'm going to ask some qualifying questions. Please, whoever you read, if you read my mind right now, don't jump ahead in the comments. Please don't jump ahead. If it's in the book, we're supposed to go by it, right? Right, Myshpaka? If I'm right, put right. Put right in the comments. If it's in the book, we're supposed to go by it. Also, would we all agree that the book is made to make us uncomfortable, not comfortable? Right? Would we agree? Uncomfortable is the growth. Comfortable is the deception, right? I just want to make sure we're all on the same page on this. Because ladies, if you're a lady, you're like, okay, I agree with those. I agree with those. Okay, well, here's what you just agreed with. You just agreed that makeup and pretty much all the other stuff is witchcraft. Fallen angels taught it. It's an art of seduction. And Yahuwah ain't feeling it. Yahuwah's like, yo, Barak you, Yahuwah. Listen to this. This is Isaiah chapter 3. Where do I want to start? Let's start at 14, I guess. Nah, let's start at we'll start at 9. The look on their faces witness. Ooh, man, I don't even know where I want to start. Oh, man. We'll start at verse 1. Chapter 3, Isaiah, verse 1. For look, the master, Yahuwah of hosts, is turning aside from Jerusalem and from Yehuda, which is Judah, the stock and the store, all supplies of bread and all the supplies of water. Verse 2. The mighty men and the men of battle, the judge and the prophet, and the deliverer and the elder, the commander of 50, and the highly respected men, and the counselor, and the skilled craftsman, and the clever enchanter. Verse 4. And I shall make your youths their heads, and the children shall rule over them. Then we just talk about learning with the children. Yahuwah, your timing. Barak you, Yahuwah. Verse 5. And the people shall exert pressure, man on his neighbor. The young rise up against the older, and the lightly esteem against the highly esteemed. Then a man takes hold of his brother in the house of his father by the garment. Come, be a chief over us, and let this ruin be under your hand. He shall swear in that day, saying, I am not a healer, for in my house is neither bread nor garment. Do not make me a chief of the people, for Jerusalem has stumbled, and Judah and Yehuda has fallen because of their tongue, and their doings are against Yahuwah, to provoke the eyes of his esteem. Woo! Verse 9. The look on their faces witnesses against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They did not hide it. Woe to their being, for they have brought evil upon themselves. Verse 10. Say to the righteous, it is well, for they eat the fruit of their doings. Woe to the wicked, evil, for the reward of his hand is done to him. My people, youths, exert pressure on them. The women rule over them. Oh, my people, your leaders lead astray and swallow the way of your paths. Sounds so like mirroring today's time. Wow. Verse 13. Yahuwah shall stand up and plead, and is standing to judge the people. Verse 14. Yahuwah enters into judgment with the elders of his people and his heads. It is you who have eaten up the vineyard and plundered the poor. Plunder of the poor is in your houses. Woo! Verse 15. What do you mean by crushing my people and grinding their faces of the poor? Declares the master, Yahuwah of hosts. Verse 16. And Yahuwah says, because the daughters of Zion, listen, this is the part I should have started. This is the woo! Verse 16, Isaiah chapter 3. And Yahuwah says, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with outstretched necks and seductive eyes. Fallen angels taught them that. Eyelashes. Wink, wink, wink. Walking and mincing as they go. Yo, I don't know why I pictured like a nightlife scene. Ladies got their little high heels, walking and mincing. And picture that. Therefore, Yahuwah shall smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahuwah expose their nakedness. Jock said, clip that. Verse 18. In that day, Yahuwah takes away the finery of the anklets. So your ankle bracelets and the headbands and the crescents. Verse 19. The pendants, the bracelets and the veils. Verse 20. The headdresses and the leg ornaments and the sashes and the perfume flask. Look like you might have to throw away that Beyonce, your Rihanna perfume, your Taylor Swift perfume. I'm just being silly. Ladies, don't get offended. The first time I went over this, man, I'm telling you, there was some ladies that was like, yo, I'm kind of taken back right now. I don't even know how to think, right? They were like stuck in the middle, right? Then you had some that's like, yo, I figured this out a long time ago. You just give me confirmation, right? Then you had the other ones. They're like, no, there's another set. Another set. They were trying to find loopholes. What if you married and you just doing it for your husband in the bedroom? I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that in the comments. I swear to you, I remember seeing that in the comments. They were finding little ways to turn around and be like, but what if? But what if? But wait a minute, wait. But before we started all this, did we just ask two main questions? If it's in the book, right? And we're supposed to sit uncomfortable? Ooh. Hey, look, we don't I ain't done this in a minute. Hold up. I'm only doing this for impact. Where is it? Where is it? Did I delete it by mistake? Oh man.
They say grace got them covered, but they still don't change.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Yahuwah forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? That's right. Grace ain't a hall pass to play pretend. It's power to stop with the flesh to fade.
Oh, they're looking for loopholes. I was gonna play the whole thing. I changed my mind. Hold on. The book closed on me. All right, hold on. I wanted to. I'm looking for something I want to click on. Where's that? Why is it not letting me? That's weird. My screen locked up on my media assets, Marilyn. I don't even know what to do. All right, that's cool. It ain't gonna stop the study though. We're gonna keep it pushing. All right, Myshpaka, let me get back focused. Let me stop. I'm squirreling. But yes, ladies, makeup, beauty stuff, that's all taught by fallen angels. That was the main point. No one's trying to make you feel weird, but just shooting you straight, all right? And they became pregnant, and they bore great giants whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. And when the men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts, reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. Simple explanation. Genesis says giants existed. Enoch says what giants did. See, you see the puzzle pieces coming together. I think somebody asked, what is else? It's just height, like miles. They could think of it like that. It's higher than mountains. But yeah, it's something like that. Yeah. So it's just distance. Distance is what it is. What happens when evil grows big? Do I still call it small? Jubilees 5. And it came to pass when the children of men began to multiply on the face of the earth, the daughters were born unto them, and the messengers, which are angels of Elua, saw them on a certain year of this jubilee, that they were beautiful to look upon, and they took them wives of all whom they chose, and bare unto them sons, and they were giants. And the lawlessness increased on the earth, and all flesh corrupted its ways, alike man and cattle and beast and bird, everything that walked on the earth. And all of them corrupted their ways and their orders, and they began to devour each other. So Jubilees confirms it. Witness notes. Jubilees confirms there were giants, that there was devouring and flesh corrupted. Now, Myshpaka, hold on. I got to share a thought. So you got, hold on, let me go back. When you go deeper into the book of Enoch, what you find out is these fallen angels, they started doing genetic inbreds with all the animals. Like when it mentions about the birds and the beasts being corrupted, Genesis says that. Enoch says that. Jubilee says that. The corruption was the genetic DNA testing. They're doing that now. They're just doing it they're just doing it slick. Y'all know. Okay. So what did we just find out from Jubilees, which is also mentioned inside Enoch, and it's summarized in a cliff note type way in Genesis? That you're right, Valerie, genetic splicing. Where do you think dinosaurs came from? They want you to think asteroid came. No, they were buried in the flood. And that's why you're finding fossils of giants. Fossils, petrified, water. Get it? I'm hoping for somebody this goes like light bulb. Oh man, I want to use the sound effects so bad, it won't let me do it. I can't get to it. There was a couple of moments I just wanted to go ding. I wanted to like it locked up on me. Y'all, I'm gonna get the sound effects working. I want to do the sound effects so bad. I wonder if I if it's gonna mess. Y'all telling me clip everything. I can't clip everything. Can I? I guess I can. All right, let's go. All right, so right here, view all after that scriptures. If you click right here, it'll drop down. I'm not going to read all these. I'm going to let you guys see all this. I'll read through them because I haven't posted it onto the site yet. So, but this will be available to you at one point. All right, so Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 10 to 11. And all right, y'all don't laugh at me. Y'all know how I get on some of these words. And the M&Ms, we're just gonna say the Eminem. Well, I almost said Slim Shady. And the M&Ms dealt therein in times past, a people great and many, and what tall as the acronyms or whatever. I can't pronounce it, but whatever. Which also were counted giants, and the acronyms, but the Moabites called them Emims. So wait a minute. Deuteronomy just mentioned giants. Deuteronomy just mentioned giants. How many people, how many people here? No, because I know a lot of y'all do know already. How many people that are new here, like legit new here? not some of the like the OGs like Jeremy and Frankie and John. What up, Aki and Jane? and I almost said I wanted to say Shirley, but my point is my thought is this, Myshpaka. How many of the new Myshpaka didn't know that like some of the 66 books, which you about to see more of them, they mention giants? And I have another qualifying question for you. If you didn't know that, my question for you next is, now this is just me, how I would think. If I didn't know that, and these people are the ones that showed me that was there, so it is there. What else I don't know? What else isn't the church teaching us? Barak Yahuwah. All right, more Deuteronomy. For only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnant of the giants. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. Is it not in Ramah? I can't rap. What the reason why I'm kind of slowing down right here, because something caught my attention. I just remembered something. Y'all, a long time ago when we did this study, we actually did the study. I mean, I'm talking about like almost 2 years ago. It's more upgraded now, but this caught my attention. Why? Because we did live research on Google in front of everybody, and we trailed this back, and that's where, and this was connected to Goliath. Like legit, authentically did that. Like, hold on, Myshpaka, I'm legit trying to tell you, like we already touched this subject maybe twice. This is like the third time. But the very first time, we end up running across some thoughts, and I went to Google and I Googled stuff about Goliath in front of everybody, and we trailed it all the way to that right there. Which the reason why it's important to understand is because these pastors have been using David and Goliath. And clearly there's other giants. So, I mean, at one point, can I say this? Can I say it the way it popped in my head? I can say it. But it popped in my head. New Myshpaka, I'm kind of talking to you. Because I know some of the OGs, they gangster to do stuff like what I'm about to tell you. They gangster. Like Robin, she gangster to do this. Yeah. At one point, some of us are gonna have to get some balls. And we're gonna have to go to these pastors and say, okay, on the real, Pastor James, Pastor such, Pastor whatever. I got some questions. And I got books, so I'm gonna need you to bring book. So here's some questions. Number one, how many giants are in the book? No, Pastor. Easy question. How many giants? I'll reframe it for you. How many giants, Pastor, are mentioned in the book. In my head, I'm over here telling myself in that moment, he better say civilizations. If he say Goliath has a brother, he lost a member. If he says Goliath only, he lost a member. But if he don't say civilizations, then therefore it's either he does not have the information, which means if he's my pastor, I expect him to be on that stage and to be knowledgeable of this book, which means he's let me down. He's letting everyone else down, which means he's not qualified to do what he's doing. Right? Is that fair? Okay, so if he dances around it and he lies to me, well, if you lie to me, well, then what does Scripture say? The Scripture also says that the Ruach doesn't, hang out with a liar. So now I know that my pastor that is on stage every single Sunday teaching me about the word just looked me in the face and lied to me like it's not there. So it's either you don't know out of ignorance, therefore you're not qualified enough to teach, or you're a liar, and the Ruach is not with you. And no one should be in this church following you. That hit? Did that hit? Barak Yahuwah. Let's get back to the word. Come on, screen. Screen was acting kind of funny and flaky. All right, where were we? Yeah. Children of Ammon. 9 cubits was the length thereof, and 4 cubits of breadth of it. I'm assuming it means width, after the cubit of a man. So it just described the size of the dimensions on how big that king was, and by his bed. And in the 14th year came Shalum and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephaims. Yeah, you know what? I lied to y'all. This is the word that we connected back to Goliath, Rephaims. That's the research word that we found. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. Of Ashroth, y'all know I can't pronounce those words. But the reason why this is in here, because if you paid attention, we just identified the MMs. Those are giants. Numbers 13. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Yashral, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eats up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it were men of great stature. And there we saw giants, the son of Enoch, which come from the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so were we in their sight. The book of Joseph talks about giants. And at that time came Joseph and cut off the Anakims from the mountains, from Hebron, from Deber, and whatever, and from the mountains of Yehuda, and from all the mountains of Yashral. Joshua destroyed them utterly with their cities. There was none of the Anamakons, y'all know I can't. I'm just trying to run through it because I can't say it. Left in the land of the children of Yashral, only in Gaza, in Gath, and in Ashdod there remained. 1 Samuel. And there went out a champion out of the camp of Philistines named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. Y'all know I ain't even gonna try to pronounce that name. We're just gonna call it Ish. And Ish, which was the sons of the giants, and the weight of those spears weighed. Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna finish reading this because a thought popped in my head. Weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight. He being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. And Abishai, I can't pronounce that, son of Zero, whatever, secured him and smote the Philistine and killed him. Then the men of David swear unto him, saying, thou shalt go no more out with us to battle, that thou quench not the light of Yashral. And it came to pass after this that there was again a battle with the Philistine of Gob. I hope I said that right. Then I can't pronounce that, ain't trying. I'm skipping to which was the son of what? The giant. And there was again a battle of Gob with the Philistines, and I can't pronounce that. The son of, can't pronounce that nor that, slew the brother of Goliath, the Gittite. The staff of whom spear was like a weaver's beam. This is the part that I wanted to kind of stop and chat about. It be tripping me out, man. I remember like years ago, if you talk to somebody about giants being in the book past Goliath, everybody seemed to kind of always mention, like, if you are going to get another giant being mentioned, they always mention that. They always mention Goliath had a brother and he tried to kill David. It was, and they always say it as if they doing something. Oh yeah, Goliath had a brother. Did you know Goliath had a brother and he wanted to kill David? For real? For real? Did you know the book of Joshua, the book of Deuteronomy, the book of 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel talks about civilizations of giants? It wasn't just Goliath and his brother. Go figure. Wait, for real? Yeah, for real. Sorry, that little moment. All right, my bad. Moving on, squirrel. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature that had on every hand 6 fingers, and on every foot 6 toes, 24 in number, and he also was born to the giant. And also he defied Yashral, Jonathan, the son of Shemaru, the brother of David, slew him. These 4 were born to the giant in Gath, and fell by the hand of David and by the hand of his servants. Barak Yahuwah. Oh, my bad. I just opened up the wrong screen by mistake. Oh, sorry, y'all. My hand slipped. There we go. Wait, where was I? I didn't lose my spot, did I? Hold on. Wait, it's here. Yeah, we're here. My bad, y'all. I don't know what happened. It just kind of slipped and just kind of We did Joshua, Samuel. Where are we at? Oh, no, that was easy. There we go. All right. Back focused. And the Rephaim were born there. Giants whose height was 10, 9, 8 down to 7 cubits. And so that means Goliath was 6. So when Goliath was small compared to the rest of them. Interesting. Genesis says after that. Other books show after that. This is a long one. This one long record. Yo, on the real, like, I can't remember if the study's going to get there, but considering the fact that, like, in Matthew, it says that it'll be like the days of Noah in the end times. So, like, let's get this straight. The book of Jubilees, the book of Genesis is telling you there were giants. It's pretty much watered down, mimicked version, summarized version, crayon version of the true story of Enoch. Jasher, Jubilees, Enoch, all back this all up. So if we're studying all the books, the true story is fallen angels came down, intermingled with women, created these giants. They did genetic testing and splicing with animals. The whole earth went crazy corrupt, created dinosaurs and all type of wild stuff. Death is happening, chaos. Yahuwah steps in, floods the whole thing, and then he also turns the giants into spirits to torment humanity, using them to help wake you up and humble you, to bring you closer to him. So that's the story there. That's the story so far. And it is confirmed in all the books, even Genesis so far. Have I gotten any of this wrong so far? If I got any of this wrong, Myshpaka? Myshpaka, if I'm good, put you good. If all this is rolling smoothly, put you good. If I'm messing up, if I missed in it, put like nah. Put the. If any of y'all do this, man, you tripping. You playing. Frankie, don't even do it. I already see you thinking it. Get out. Don't do it, Frankie. All right. Qualifying questions. Why would Genesis add after that? Do we believe the book or do we not? What does that change in how I read the story? Do you believe the pastors or do you believe the book? Which one is it? Ooh. Men are renowned. Myshpaka. This is where we take a break. No, not really a break. This is where we're gonna take a pause. I'm actually going to finish up the rest of this next week. When I say next week, what's today? Today's Saturday, right? Okay, so let's pick a day. I don't do nothing on Sundays, nothing at all. As a matter of fact, if you're on the team of people that are going to be helping tomorrow, I planned on Johnny J. I plan on hopping in. Y'all know the thing, and we'll do some stuff and we'll play around with some things. So I'm just talking to y'all real quick, sideline, just letting y'all know. So I might do that Sunday, but as for the live, as for the next live, it might be Monday or Tuesday for sure. Monday or Tuesday. Did Sharonda say no? Y'all tripping? Well, Barack Yahuwah, that only lets me know that you guys are resonating, and that just makes me feel good that you guys this is all landing. So, Myshpaka, you already know when I go live, I have two goals. First goal is to give esteem. Domain. I know I was going to do a doubleheader. I was, but when I realized I can't do those documentaries, I wanted to originally review one documentary and then do it in two parts. And we pretty much were going to do a lot of talking. Very little scripture, so to speak. But we're going to scripture, you already know, it's me. That was the goal. But because I might run into copyright restrictions, I decided to switch it up a little bit. So it kind of tossed me on what I wanted to do today. And I also figured, like, if I split it up, because I know everybody's been kind of like, where you been? And give me another chance to kind of see y'all during the week. Give me a reason. You know what I mean? But I hope that was all right answer for you. But you already know where's Shaquille at, man? I'm feeling weird because I ain't seen Shaquille once. So, Shaquille, if you come in late, man, we miss you. We love you. Woo, man. That one took some out of me, man. But it was a lot of fun. Myshpaka, you already know. My name is Alon, pronounced like you're gonna cut grass, like you're gonna cut a lawn. It's not spelled that way, but it is pronounced that way. And when I go live, I have two goals. First goal is to give esteem and to serve our Creator Yahuwah, and the second is to add value to you. And I am in Palal that both those goals got met today. And you know what? I think I'm in the mood to since this song right here just kind of matches a few of the things that we talked about today. So I think what we'll do is we'll listen to this song on the way out. Where is right? Surprisingly, Myshpaka, on Spotify, this tripped me out because I did not see this coming. On Spotify, this song has actually got more streams than all the songs. And it came out of nowhere. It just jumped up. Where is it? Why can I find you? Where you at? There you are. There you go. Barak Yahuwah.
Open up the world, let the text set free. Man-made lies can't change each other. Barak Yahuwah, he the truth we see. Barak Yahuwah, he the truth we see. Man-made lies can't change each other. Yeah. Barak Yahuwah, he the truth we see.
Genesis 1, 14 through 18. Sun, moon, stars at the ruler to gleam. Placed in the firmament, order design. Not random balls, but purpose divine. Enoch wrote chapter 72 to 82. Every star moves a path, Yahuwah drew. No wonder planets, no chaos in sky. Each one is serving, no bang is cries. Chop 38, can you bind, please tight? Can you guide or ringing through the seasons? Nightman built telescopes, worship the void. But Yahuwah's order they cannot destroy. Don't believe me, fact check me. Scripture stand eternal, let the lies fall free.
Don't believe me, fact check me. Scripture stand eternal, let the lies fall free. Don't believe me, fact check me. Scripture stand land eternal, let the lights
Yeah, Genesis 6:4, Nephilim were here, and after the flood they still reappear. Numbers 13:33, giants tall, Israel trembling, feeling so small. Deuteronomy 2:10-11, repentance and the king with the Shamayim, giving up pastor, reduce it to Goliath's fight, ignoring the other, still walking in sight. 2 Samuel 21:16-22, more giants rose, that's scripture too, but sermons, how they call it children's lore, when prophecy shows us much, much more. Matthew 24:37 proclaim, as in Noah's days, history name, giants returning, deception ahead. Why aren't pastors preparing instead? Prophetic warfare, not motivation speech. The giants return and the truth they preach. Enoch removed so the puzzle feels torn. But Yahuwah warned us, prepare, be warned. Don't believe me.
Won't believe me, fact check me. Baruch Yahuwah, he revealed to me. If that landed, type it in the feet.
Yeah.
Baruch Yahuwah, plant the righteous.
2 Thessalonians 2:3, falling away first, that's a prophecy. Daniel 12:4, seal shut the scroll till the time of the end when truth unfolds. Matthew 24:37 declared, days of Noah return, world unprepared. Revelation 2:9 and 3:9 combined, false ones exposed, the masquerade defined. 1948, is that the key or just distraction from prophecy? The true awakening, our borders of land, but the spirit rising, Yahuwah's hand. False teachers, prophet, while sheep stay asleep, but time is a Shamayim. The prophets still keep great deception, built by system control. But Yahushua coming, restoring the whole. They chain the truth with the 501c, but the word of Allah can bow to decree. Etymology shows how they twisted his name. Yahuwah cutest, not lord of their game. Churches, these fables, traditions of men. While giants return and the cycle begins. Lift up your voice, break silence and fear. Fact check the scriptures, the truth is clear.
Don't believe me, fact check me. Read the word yourself, let the spirit agree. Man-made lies can't change eternity. Baruch Yahuwah, he the truth we see. Don't believe me, fact check me. Read the word yourself, let the spirit agree. Man-made lies can't change eternity. Baruch Yahuwah, he the truth we see. If that hit, put Baruch Yahuwah in the chat. Truth is eternal, no system can match that. Don't trust my voice, go open the scroll. Study for yourself, let the scriptures unfold. Baruch Yahuwah, don't believe me, fact check me. Baruch Yahuwah, he revealed to me. If that landed, type it in the feet. Baruch Yahuwah, plant the righteous seed. Plant the righteous seed.